That is the annexure indicated as Office of the Governor, a letter dated 26th of March 2024, which is the last page, indicating as notice of intention, indicated as notice of intention to terminate your services. Have you seen it, Madam Governor?
Yes.
Does that letter originate from your office?
From the Chief of Staff.
From the Office of the Governor, correct?
Yes.
And this is an officer who was working under you, correct?
Yes.
And the Chief of Staff works under your instructions, yes?
Yes.
And that she cannot execute any functions without you having indicated or given instruction, correct?
Yes.
And as such, this letter therefore originated pursuant to your instructions, yes?
Yes.
And therefore, you're indicating that you have a problem with Linda due to her perennial unavailability to offer advice, correct?
Very true.
So on this particular day, where was Linda when issuing this advisory?
I don't know.
You do not know.
Yes.
Did you instruct her to issue this advisory?
Who now?
You yourself, did you instruct her to issue this advisory?
Her or he?
Did you instruct Linda to issue the advisory dated the 23rd February?
I called legal advisor, that is Linda, and also...
So you instructed her, correct?
Governor, it's
I asked for
yes
advisory
or
from
no.
them.
I'm asking a simple question. Did you,
Yes.
You instructed her?
Yes.
What was the mode of communication?
One-on-one.
One-on-one, on that particular day?
Not that particular date.
Yes. When did you seek
Earlier.
When did you seek this advisory?
After maybe 3 days.
When did you seek the advisory?
I can't remember the date.
What had triggered you to seek this advisory? What had preceded the need to seek this advisory?
There was allegation that Virginia Kawira is holding 2 positions.
Are you the one who sent out this advisory? Are you the one who called for it?
I called Rita and they asked for advisory.
Was the revocation of Linda done pursuant to the provisions of the law?
Yes.
Do you know what the law says in terms of the revocation of a member of a board?
Yes.
You understand that you cannot revoke an appointment of a member of a board without a resolution of the county assembly, correct?
It's not true.
Just show her the law. Show her the law. Read it out for her.
You are talking about Linda or Virginia?
Virginia. I'm at Virginia. Would you read section 59A, 58?
58.
5.
The members of the board may only be removed from office, A, on grounds set out for the removal of members of a constitutional commission under Article 25(1) of the Constitution, and by a vote of not less than 75%.
A vote of not less than 75%? We have 2 ways of removing person from an office, correct?
I revoked, not removed.
When you revoked, did she leave the office?
She went to court.
I'm asking, when you revoked, assuming that she did not go to court, was she to leave the office?
After revoking, she was not to leave the office.
Ulipo revoke hiyo barua yake, ulitarajia atarudi katika ofisi yake siku nyingine?
Nilitarajia atachagua kazi moja kati ya kazi 2 ambazo alikuwa anashikilia.
Hivyo haukutarajia kwamba atarudi kwa ile ofisi yake siku nyingine. Kweli si kweli?
Nilimpatia achagua anarudi kwa ofisi gani.
Nijibu swali langu, nimekuuliza vizuri sana. Ulitarajia kwamba atarudi kwa ile ofisi yake awe CEO wa board tena?
Yes.
Ulitarajia vipi na usha revoke?
Revoking is not dismissing.
I understand English. My question is whether you dismiss, whether you revoke, the ultimate result is that she is going to leave that office. She is going to be removed from that office, correct?
Angetoka kwa hiyo ofisi kama angeacha kazi ambayo alikuwa amenashikilia kwa miaka yote.
The revocation was done pursuant to which law? Which law did you invoke when revoking that appointment?
The law that makes me
Which
an
law specifically?
appointee
The
for
laws
the
in
same.
Kenya are known. We know all the laws. Which law specifically did you invoke? And perhaps show us from that purported advisory which law was invoked while purporting to revoke. Have a look at that advisory and lead us to the law from that particular lawyer who advised you that a revocation can ensue. Which law did he invoke or did she invoke?
The legal advisor that is leader knew the law that
yes, I understand.
she used.
Which law did she invoke in her advisory? Can you see where she's saying, I am relying on the County Government Act?
No.
The last paragraph of that letter. Kindly show the Madam Governor.
This is leader's affidavit.
Madam Governor, be patient, be shown where to read.
Proceed, Counsel. And Senator Roba, you don't shout. If you have not given you any permission to speak, you stay silent.
Can you see where it is? Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Can you see where it is written? In rendering this legal advice, I am relying on the County Government Act. Correct?
Yes.
Has she quoted any provision?
No.
Did you hear her saying that this is a mediocre advice? And therefore she distanced herself from this mediocrity?
She cannot distance herself from this.
I'm asking, did you hear her say?
Yes.
You heard her saying it's mediocre?
Yes.
Do you understand why it is mediocre? It's because she's not referenced on any law? I put it to you that the letter is referred to as mediocre because it's not referred to any law and it was done by an amateur.
I'm not a legal expert. That's why I sought legal advice.
Mr. Speaker, could we have video number 11 in the County Assembly videos played from second 12? And as we await for that video, it is your testimony that there is proper delivery of services in Meru County, correct?
Yes.
There is no hue and cry whatsoever nature, correct?
Maybe there is some part.
Yes? There is no hue and cry, correct? All services are flowing smoothly, according to you, correct?
Yes.
Including the health sector, correct?
Yes.
Kindly play at second 12. And you confirm that that facility has no maternity ward, correct?
We are putting it up.
Thank
Not
you.
yet finished.
Have a look. We are just interested with that writing on the wall. We don't even need an interpreter.
That's a new block.
It's okay. Wait. I've not put a question to you. Rudisha nyuma kidogo. Tafadhali. Can you see, sorry.
Maternity
We are interested at where we have Keboshwa maternity ward. Kindly, Madam Governor, would you kindly read out?
That's a new block which is not even furnished.
Can you see where it is written Keboshwa maternity ward?
It was written 2 months ago. Yes, I can see.
It's okay.
Yes.
When was this? Who opened this facility?
It has not been opened yet because it has no furniture.
Is this facility functional?
It is functional as a dispensary.
As a dispensary?
Yes.
A dispensary that can take any emergency of whatsoever nature, correct?
No.
Yes?
Limited to services.
Limited to services?
Yes.
Let's have where, and perhaps you need an interpreter now, let's have where the women are saying that a woman delivered on the road. Let the video be played.
Bagetie machokio kuma kema ndaitare nara kinyaba kwenda kunenkerwa mwana ora inala simekire kwerwa mwana keni neke sibitare.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we need an interpreter.
Can you bring the interpreter in the house? What is your issue, Senator Gloria, as we wait for the interpreter to walk in? Keep it short.
Mr. Speaker, in the interest of this House, I hate to say this, but we have been taking time out of the other team to get the interpretation and for the purposes of the visually impaired. Mr. Speaker, I don't see why now when we are saying there's a visually impaired person in the interest of time that they are getting favored to run clips without an interpreter, Mr. Speaker. I'm seeing as if there's a problem here, Mr. Speaker. So also, Mr. Speaker, they should stop badgering the witness because she should be allowed to answer the questions. She's not being allowed to answer the questions. And it's a common thing there.
Do we have the interpreter in the House? Senator Gloria, you've never registered yourself as a visually impaired senator. Proceed with the proceedings.
Kindly have the video played.
These are women from the village who are saying it is a big risk to the kid and to the mother. I came here early in the morning, that is 4 a.m., and I was going to pray, and I found women here.
I think we can stop at that. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. You've heard what those women are saying, correct? What are they saying?
She was going for prayers and met a woman who was crying along the road.
Yes. Proceed. Let us play.
As I was going to church, even the church I didn't have to attend, I went looking for other women from the village. During delivery, the kids were all over, and we were chasing them so that they cannot join us in the process.
Thank you. Heard what the women are saying, that they are complaining that one of them is delivering from the along the roadside, correct?
Yes.
Did it surprise you or did it catch you by surprise?
I was surprised also.
You did not get to know about it, correct?
No, I saw it on yesterday.
Thank you. And you are the chief executive of the county government of Meru, correct?
Where we have...
You are the chief executive.
Yes.
Thank you. Let us play video number 1. 1A at minute 2:42.
Wale ambao wana
Yes.
Ningependa kusema hivi. Vincent Moreri ama Supu ambaye ni key suspect. Hajawahi andikwa kwangu.
Yes.
Mfanyikazi wangu. Hakuna siku amefanya kazi kwa gavana. Na si mfanyikazi wa county, ni shabiki kama vile hao walio nyuma yangu ni shabiki.
Suppose that is you speaking, correct?
That's very true.
And what is the context? What is the context of your address? You are addressing about the death of Sniper, correct?
Yes.
And you are distancing yourself from that person called Supu, correct?
Yes.
And that he has never worked in your office, correct?
He has never worked in
Do you still hold that preposition even this evening?
He has never worked in my office.
Thank you. Let us look at the evidence. Volume 2 of the County Assembly bundle of documents at page 430.
County Assembly.
Yes, County Assembly.
Your time is up. Council for the County Assembly, your time is up.
Yeah, that has caught us by surprise, Mr. Speaker, sir. And because this is a crucial witness, we seek indulgence and your favor that you may grant us at least 20 more minutes so that I can also yield to my learned friends to just carry on with the rest of the...
Council for County Assembly. We have a deadline to beat. We have until midnight tonight to conclude this matter. We are not doing very well in terms of time management, and therefore I will give you 10 more minutes.
Most obliged. Let's have a look at that document. Page 430. Are you at page 430, Madam Governor? That is, we can begin at page 429. That is the information that the individuals were charged with, correct?
Yes.
Volume 2, Mr. Speaker, yes? And
Yes.
Vincent Mureithi Karemi alias Supu is one of the accused person, number 1, correct?
Yes, accused.
Is that the same Vincent at page 430? Is that the same Vincent Mureithi Karemi at 430?
Yes, yes.
And that is confirmed that it's a curriculum vitae for Mr. Mureithi Vincent, correct?
Yes.
Let's move to page 431. Yes? Can you see where it is written Vita TV?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Do you know Vita TV?
I know by the TV.
Where does it broadcast?
From Meru.
From Meru. Do you have any association with that particular TV?
No.
You don't have. I put it to you, and then look at where we have directors. Miriam, where we have the references. Can you see the references?
Miriam Gwantai.
One of the references, correct?
Yes.
Reference to Vincent, correct?
And the Father Kaberia.
And Father Kaberia. Do you know Miriam?
I know Miriam.
Who is Miriam?
A close relative.
Close relative. Relative to who?
Relative to the governor.
Relative to the governor.
Yes.
Who is she referring?
From these documents, she's referring with Vincent.
Vincent.
Yes.
Yeah? Doesn't she work as your PA?
Yes, she works.
She works at as a PA, correct?
Yes.
Do you still maintain that you do not know Vincent and that Vincent does not work for you?
She doesn't work for me.
Let's go to, has she ever worked in the county government at any given time?
He has never worked to the county government of
Thank you. Let us go to page 443 of the same bundle of documents. That is a letter from the Public Service Board, correct? 443, Honorable Senators.
Yes.
And that the County Public Service Board is responsible of placement, correct?
Yes.
And that there is that letter is an internal memo, yes?
It's an internal memo.
Sent to the Meru County, from the Meru County Public Board to the Chief of Staff, correct?
Yes.
And that the Chief of Staff works under your office, correct?
Yes.
Can you see where you have serial number 1?
Yes, I can see.
Who is that?
The number 1 person.
Yes.
Vincent Mureithi.
Vincent Mureithi.
Yes.
Can you see where it is written designation?
Yes.
What is she?
Assistant Director.
Assistant Director?
Governor's Press.
Governor's Press.
Yes.
Do you still maintain your preposition?
Yes.
That she doesn't work for you?
It doesn't work for me.
As I yield to my next counsel, I put it to you that you are capable and you have been a pathological liar who has always craved and hidden under the card of gender. And that you have come before this assembly to lie, and that your witnesses have always been lying, and that they have lied today. Yes?
I will prove to you now.
Did you listen to the submissions or the response of the CEC for ICT?
No.
Did you listen to that evidence?
From who? From who?
Ibrahim
Ibrahim who?
Mutwiri.
Yes.
Did you hear him confirming that he is a man of proper standing
Yes.
and that there has not been proved otherwise?
It has not been proved.
Madam Governor, I yield to the next council, but you shall not keep online. We shall not allow you to evade accountability on account of misogyny. We shall not allow you to evade accountability on account of it wasn't me. I yield.
Honorable Speaker, my name is Kawira. I will take the few minutes that are remaining. Madam Governor, in your opening statement, you said that the County Assembly defense consists of lies, correct?
Yes.
And you said that it is pure lies, correct?
Yes.
We have shown you evidence that the purported legal advice from the purported legal advisor is a lie. We have caught you lying. We have shown you further evidence that the letters that were purportedly written by the notorious County Secretary but never received by the Office of the Clerk, but which you purport in your evidence to have been received by the Office of the Clerk, are also outright forgeries. We have also shown you evidence, and contrary to what you say in that video, that you don't know Vincent Muredi, alias Supu, we've shown evidence that this person has actually worked under your office.
I know Supu, but he has never worked in my office.
Wait for the question, Madam Governor. Do you still maintain that despite all this evidence of lies and inconsistencies in your evidence, it is a county assembly that is lying?
There are no lies.
Okay. Madam Governor, there's a video, but for the benefit of time we won't play it. There's a video in your bundle of videos where you did a tour after the last impeachment proceedings. You went to Meru and you were addressing the rally from the rooftop, correct?
Yes.
Is that your best evidence of your reconciliation efforts? Is that your best available evidence?
Among the best available evidence.
Have you presented all the other evidences before this Senate?
Yes.
Where are they? Madam Governor, turn with me to page 394 of our volume 4, Honorable Speaker, volume 4. Page 394. And as you open it, open page 558 of the said volume, those two pages. Yes, show them to the Governor. And this is a recommendation, Madam Governor, I'll read and you will agree with me. On 15 and 16, this is a recommendation by the County Assembly that a sub-vote be established within the Office of the Governor to provide a budget for the Deputy Governor, correct?
Yes.
And this recommendation was made to the County Treasury, correct?
Yes.
And the head of the County Treasury is Mr. Ibrahim, who testified in the morning in your favor, correct?
Yes.
At page 558, this is now the report on the Meru County Budget Appropriation Bill for number 2 of 2024. You will agree with me that the committee notes that the CCM Finance did not adhere to that resolution at number 16. That is page 558, Honorable Speaker. Correct?
Yes.
So, Madam Governor, if your evidence is that you are the foremost peacemaker, is that you have made all attempts at reconciliation, why would you allow your CEC to deny the Office of the Deputy Governor a budget? If indeed you want to reconcile with the Deputy Governor and you want to reconcile with all other leaders.
The Deputy Governor doesn't have a vote, that is one. Number two, the amount allocated to the Governor is for both the Deputy Governor and the Governor.
You did not get my question. Why would you deny that office within your office still?
We've never denied that office budget.
I think, Honorable Speaker, I leave it to interpretation by the Honorable House. Honorable Speaker, I'll ask that video number 1B in our bundle of videos be played. And that is my last question. 1B of the County Assembly bundle of videos. Honorable Speaker, I'll seek your indulgence to get the interpreter, the translator. And this is my last question.
It's rendered in English. Proceed.
The video can be played.
Atongeria baba barathiũrũrũkaga na mwĩrĩ jwa sniper bari biacara ene na isiasa ene bari gatigati mbeca iria bothite monka nande inkũrũkia milioni 86 turenda mwekũrwo sniper akĩrwo nyombe ngoroba turenda mwekũrwo sniper
Council, your time is up.
turenda na
1 minute.
sniper.
We conclude.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Who is speaking that video, Madam Governor?
Myself.
Proceed,
Is the
Council.
posture,
Senator Gloria, you're out of order, and I'm giving you a caution.
Madam Governor, would you say in that video, the posture you have taken in that video, which is quite different from the posture you've taken in the witness stand, would you say you are sensitive to the plight of that family?
No.
You are not sensitive. You agree? Thank you. Thank you for that answer. What evidence have you placed before this Honorable House to prove or to show that indeed 86 million Kenya shillings was raised?
There's a video clip.
No, evidence of money, not a video clip. Evidence of money.
Evidence of money in the video clip.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for listening to me.
Council for Governor, you may re-examine. You have 5 minutes to do that.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sir, I will be very brief with the Governor. Madam Governor, you have been taken through a series of questions about a number of issues. Is the murder of Sniper subject of this impeachment? Has there been any accusation in the notice of motion about your involvement to the murder?
No.
Secondly, you have been asked to, or rather you've been put to task about certain employees of the county government of Meru, one of them being Vincent Morethi. Again, in the impeachment motion, is the issue of the employment of Vincent Morethi featuring anywhere in the notice of motion? Is
Not
it an
featured
accusation
anywhere.
you're facing?
Not.
Does it have any relevance in these proceedings?
It doesn't have any relevance.
Do you confirm that there is a murder trial that is taking place as we speak in respect to the unfortunate murder?
Very active one.
Thank you. You have been told about a facility within Kigocho Ward. Kindly clarify what is the status of that ward. Is it an operational maternity wing or it's not an operational maternity wing?
It is not operational. We just finished construction the other day and yet to have the furniture so that it can start being operational.
Are you offering maternity facilities or rather maternity services at the facility?
We are not offering maternity facilities there.
Thank you. Again, back to the issue of the employees of the county. How many employees do you have at the Meru County government?
6,000, almost 6,000.
Almost 6,000.
Yes.
Are you in charge of all these employees?
No,
Specifically, the issue of Vincent Morethi. Is he an employee of Meru County?
he is not an employee of Meru County.
Did he attempt to be an employee of Meru County?
He attempted and then the letter was revoked just after 1 week.
By the time you're making those comments, was he an employee of Meru County government?
He was not an employee.
He was not an employee. Thank you. Finally, you've been asked about the copy of the original of the legal advisory that was offered to you by one Linda Kiome. Given a chance, would you bring it to Senate, and why haven't you brought it to Senate as we speak?
Due to time, because it was just asked a few hours ago.
The issue of production was done when you're still in the Senate? Is that your evidence? Was that request made while you're still
Yes.
in Senate?
Yes.
How far is Meru from where we are currently?
5 hours drive.
5 hours drive. It would then require reasonable amount of time for that to be availed in time.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Finally, have you made specific responses to all the allegations that have been brought against you in this house?
Yes.
Have you supplied enough evidence to controvert every allegation against you?
Yes.
Have you brought witnesses before Senate who have talked on various issues?
Yes.
Do you stand by the evidences that they have adduced in court, in this
Yes.
Senate?
Yes.
Thank you. That is all for this witness, Mr. Speaker, sir, and I wish to close the governor's case at this juncture.
Thank you. Now we shall move to allow honorable senators to seek clarifications or ask questions. Now, as the honorable senators are doing that, counsel for the parties, prepare your closing statements. We are not going to take a break. Immediately, the honorable senators are done seeking clarifications, will straight away move to closing statements. Senator Mungatana Damson. We have half an hour.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, just...
We have exactly half an hour to allow clarification from honorable senators, starting now. So we'll stop at 8:40.
Mr. Speaker, a quick clarification from the Honorable Governor. It is normal, Mr. Speaker, that senators and governors, because of the different roles, they have, by nature of their roles, they have differences. And so, the question I wanted to ask the governor to clarify, maybe he can explain to me and the Senate, why single out the senator for Meru, maybe just for playing his role as a senator? Is there a particular reason why he has singled him out, and yet he's just one of the senators? I mean, like all of us, we have issues with our governors. I want that clarification. Is it really true that he is causing a problem in the Meru County, or is it that he's just playing his role, his rightful role? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Governor.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you, Speaker and honorable senators. In this case, my senator, the Deputy Speaker of this House, I agree that he should do his oversight or any role that is given to him. But for this case, he has gone beyond in disrupting peace in Meru. One of the reasons is this. I wrote to Kaduri Murungi requesting that the devolution committee come to Meru and try to solve our issues. And in fact, I'm not lying, but telling the truth, he denied me that chance for devolution committee to come to Meru and mend the issues in Meru. Number two, my dear honorable senator for Meru, as an ambition of becoming a governor, which is not wrong. It is right for him to dream to that position. But I believe that you cannot light your candle by putting off other people's candle.
Senator Kajwang.
Mr. Speaker, Linda Gaki Kiome deponds that there was forgery, and in the affidavit that was circulated yesterday. I've looked at the ruling of Justice Nzioka in civil suit number 551 of 2011, and Justice Nzioka ruled that for a signature to be deemed and certified as forged, a document examiner's report must be produced. End of quote. I want to ask the governor, in the case of allegations of forgery, who bears the burden of proof? Number two, a lot of HR issues have been brought up Could the governor tell the Senate what measures she has undertaken since she took office? Can the governor tell us whether the 500 million expenditure or growth in expenditure in the 2022-2023 financial year that was cited by the Assembly was approved in the budget, and whether the Assembly approved it? And finally, Mr. Speaker, people are dancing on the grave of Sniper, and Mr. Speaker, it is unfortunate. Can the governor tell us whether she's a suspect, whether she's been taken to court, whether she's part of those who have been taken to court on suspicion or allegations of killing Sniper? Because we cannot use that innocent boy to settle political scores, and Mr. Speaker, it's unfortunate that all parties are choosing to dance on the grave of Sniper. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Governor.
Thank you, Speaker. For the case of being a suspect, that case, I'm not a suspect. I did not even record a statement with the police. They came, did the investigations, and left. For the issue of 2023 approval, the approval for this year, the Assembly has not approved. We still have issues with the budget. The Waziri for Finance elaborated about the issue we have with the Assembly. And for the document that Leader Kiome said it was forgery, I think the forensic investigation should take course and give us an answer for, because I'm not a forensic investigator. Neither this House, I don't think this House has the powers to know if the document is forged or not, unless we take to the examiner.
Senator Abbas.
Thank you, Honorable Senator. Honorable Senator, I think actually the governor has said that the Committee of Revolution tried to intervene the issue between her and the Assembly. That's very true. However, there was no one time, I want to put the record straight, there was no one time the Deputy Speaker of this House said that we cannot go to Meru or have a reconciliation with anybody. We did meet, a team went there, led by the Vice Chair of the Committee of Devolution and Intergovernmental Relations. They met Her Excellency the Governor. They also talked to the Speaker of the Assembly and the Assembly members. However,
clarification, Senator, because your time is running.
Okay.
And the mic will go off.
I just want to put the record. But we did not succeed because the Assembly that time was going to retreat. And as I said, that is actually why we could not be able to meet the two of them. However, we tried again, and the Deputy Governor, when we were going there, there was an issue in Meru. We could not go back again. I want to put that record straight, Your Excellency. Your Speaker,
Senator Omtata.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. A lot turns on this issue because some of us have been wondering why there has been no intervention in these matters of Meru by the Senate before we come to be treated to this theater of the absurd. And I would like confirmation from maybe the Secretariat whether it is true or not that the Meru governor sought the intervention of the committee.
You should seek clarification from the witness, not from the Secretariat.
But they said they wrote to this House. The witness has alleged it. The only person who can defend is the Secretariat.
No, the Secretariat is not on trial.
It's not, but now...
Senator Omtata, if you don't have any clarification that you're seeking from the governor.
Okay.
Please.
The governor, to whom did you address the letter that sought the intervention of this House in the Committee of Devolution in the affairs of Meru?
Thank you, Speaker. I wrote to the Committee of Devolution, which is led by the chairperson, Senator Abbas, and the senator who has just spoken before Mtata I've agreed that indeed I tried to call them to Meru so that they can intervene.
Very well. Senator Oroba.
I have two clarifications. You have alleged that one of the interference that you have, the political interference, is by the Deputy Speaker, Senator Kathuri. Is this the only person? Because I would like to know if you're saying that this impeachment is being pushed by Senator Kathuri, or who are the other politicians behind it. I would also want to know if in those politicians there is any woman who is also trying to get impeached. My other clarification is the issue of the hospital. The CEC, do you have a CEC of health? And if you have a CEC of health, has the county, have the MCAs tried to impeach the CEC, because there is an actual clause in the Constitution for removal of a CEC, because the duty of care of the Ministry of Health actually falls under the CEC, yet they are jumping the CEC and going straight to the governor to impeach. I would like that clarification.
Thank you, Senator. Indeed, I have CEC held. The County Assembly of Meru has never tried to impeach the CEC held. That is the position. About the political interference in Meru, there are so many other people who believe that they should not be led by a woman, and that's why you see them gathering together and then trying to politicize the issue of a young family to bring me down. There's a tradition in Meru that they should not be led by a woman. I want to say categorically that the chair of the interference, or the person who interferes most, is the Deputy Speaker of this House. The rest, I don't see if it's good for me to mention them in absentia.
Senator Olekina.